session we have discussed about the axioms. What are the axioms? Axioms are nothing but the universal truths and it does not have any proof and it is related to any branch of the science. And similarly now in this session we are going to discuss about the postulates. So what are the postulates? Postulates are again the universal truths which is related specifically to the geometry. Now here we are going to see 5 postulates what Euclid has given in his book the Euclid Elements. Now see the first postulate. So what is the first postulate they are saying here? There is a unique line that is passing through 2 distinct points. So what is the meaning of that one? First write it. What is the first postulate? There is a unique line So what is the first postulate they are saying here? There is a unique line that passes through 2 distinct points. What is the meaning of that one? That means here you need to take here 2 distinct points and if you join those 2 distinct points, they are saying that you will get only one line that is unique, right? So what is the meaning of distinct? Distinct is nothing but different points. Let us consider here 2 different points. So if you take 2 different points, if you join them, so what you get? Definitely will get one line. So this is a postulate. Clearly you can observe that there is no need to prove this one. So clearly you can imagine this one. It is a postulate because here there is no proof for this one. So what is the first postulate they are saying here? There is a unique line that is passing through 2 distinct points. That means if you take any 2 distinct points, if you join them, you will get a line. This is the first postulate. Now see the next postulate. What is the second postulate saying here? If the line segment is extended on either of the side, you will get a line. So what is the next postulate here? Write it. If the So what is the next postulate here? If the line segment is extended on either of the sides, you will get a line. So here what they are saying here, if you consider any line segment, what is meant by the line segment? Just before only we have discussed, if you take 2 distinct points on a plane, if you join them, you will get a line segment. And after that you know that in a line segment there are 2 endpoints, which is the initial point and the last one which is the terminating point. What is this postulate saying here? If you consider any line segment, if you are extending that line segment on both of the sides, so if you extend like that, definitely you will get one line. So this is also, you can state this one is also a postulate because this is a universal truth and there is no proof for this one. So here let us consider one line segment. What they are saying here? This line segment is extended on either of the sides. So if you are extending this line segment like this and if you go on like this, it will go like this. It will not have any end. So represent with the help of the arrow mark. And similarly if you are extending this line on this side, so again you can observe that this line will go on like this and since it does not have any end, represent this one in this arrow mark in this direction. So here you can observe that if you take a line segment and if you are extending that line segment on both the sides, you will get a line. What is a line? A line has no endpoints. Clearly you can observe that it is not having an initial point and it does not have any terminal point. This is the second postulate. Again, what the second postulate is saying here, if you consider any line segment, postulate. Now see the third postulate. So the third postulate is saying that we can describe a circle with any center and radius. That means here you can draw a circle if you have given a center and a radius. So this is the third postulate. Again, for this also there is no proof. So that we are saying since it is related to the geometry, so we call it as an postulate. So like the third postulate, we can describe a circle with any center so here if you know the radius you can draw the circle, and similarly if you know the center again you can draw the circle of different radius. So what they are saying here, we can describe a circle with any center and any radius. So here what is the meaning of this one? Let us consider this is the circle. If you know the center, by taking some radius you can draw the circle, and similarly if you know the radius, what is meant by the radius, and if you take any point on the circumference and if you are joining the line segment from the center to that of the circumference, that we call it as a radius, right? So let us take any point on the circumference, right? What is meant by the circumference? The length of this curved edge or the boundary of the circle, we call it as a circumference. Now if you take any point on the circumference and if you are joining these two points, the center and to that of the circumference, so that you will get a line segment, that length we call it as a radius. And if you know the radius, let us suppose they will ask draw the circle of radius 3 cm. So what you will do, you will take here 3 cm length, and by taking 3 cm length you will draw here one circle like that. So here if you know the radius you can describe a circle, or if you know the center also you can describe a circle. This is the third postulate. Now see the next postulate. All right angles are the next postulate. What they are saying here, all right angles are equal to one another. That means here you know that what is meant by right angle. If the angle is equal to 90 degrees, we can say that angle is right angle, right? Here what the postulate is saying here, all right angles are equal to one another. That means here you can draw any right angles here. You know that it is a right angle because here these two lines are perpendicular, and you know that here the angle is 90 degrees. So it is a right angle. Let us draw one more right angle here. This is also a right angle. Here you can observe that this angle is equal to this angle. Why? Because here this angle is equal to 90 degrees, and similarly this angle is also equal to 90 degrees. And here these two lines are perpendicular, and here also these two lines are perpendicular. So if you take any right angle, you know that those two angles are equal to one another. Here also there is no need to prove this statement. Since it is related to geometry, we call it as a postulate. If it is not related to geometry, what we call it as an axiom, that we have discussed in the before session. So here, what is the fourth postulate saying here? All right angles are equal to one another. Now see the fifth postulate, which is a very important postulate. So here we have discussed four postulates. What are those four postulates? Let us see here. The first postulate, there is a unique line that passes through the two distinct points. That means if you take two distinct points, you can draw one unique line. And what is the second postulate? a line segment is extended on either of the sides, we will get a line. That means here if you consider any line segment, if you are extending that line on both of the sides, what you will get? You will get a line because there are no endpoints. And after that, what is the third postulate? We can describe a circle with any center and radius. That means if you know the radius, you can describe a circle, and if you know the center, you can describe a circle of different radius. And after that, the fourth postulate, what it states, all right angles are equal to one another. Now see the fifth postulate, what it is saying here. If a straight line falls on two straight lines, let us construct two straight lines here. These are the two straight lines. If a straight line falls on these two straight lines, that means let us draw one straight line that should fall on these two straight lines at two distinct points, right? So here, so what is this postulate saying here? If a straight line is falling on two straight lines, the interior angles that is formed in between those two straight lines. That means what are the interior angles that is forming here? This is one interior angle and this is one interior angle, right? Here, what is this postulate saying here? If a straight line falls on two straight lines, the interior angle that is formed in between these two straight lines is always less than 180. And here you can observe that here by taking these two angles their sum, clearly these two angles sum is less than two right angles. Here you can observe that it is less than 90 degrees, and similarly here also this angle is less than 90 degrees. So definitely you will get, if you take their sum is always less than two right angles. So here these two angles sum is less than, let us consider here angle 1, let us consider this as angle 2. And you know that here angle 1 is less than 90 degrees because here it is an acute angle. Clearly you can observe here. And similarly here angle 2 is also less than 90 degrees because here also it is an acute angle. Now if you take this sum, angle 1 plus angle 2, definitely their sum is less than 180 degrees, right? If this is less than 90 and if it is less than 90, the sum is always less than 180 degrees. So here, if this condition is satisfied, then what this postulate saying here, if you extend those lines where the sum is less than 180, then definitely if you extend these lines infinitely, then it will meet at one point. Again, what is this postulate saying here? If you consider any two straight lines, and if one straight line is falling on this straight line, the interior angle that is forming on one side, which is less than 180, you need to consider only the angle, those sum which is less than 180. Here if you take these two angles, clearly these two angles sum is not less than 180, it is more than 180, right? Because it is an obtuse angle. Now here you need to consider two interior angles such that their sum should less than 180. So what are those two interior angles? These are the two interior angles. Now what they are saying here, if these two lines extend infinitely, that means if you are extending these two lines like this, I am extending this line infinitely like this, and similarly if you extend this line I am drawing like this, right? What will happen? It will intersect at one point. This is the fifth postulate, right? So what they are saying here, if a straight line falls on two straight lines, then the interior angle that is formed in between those two straight lines is less than 180, and if you extend those straight lines infinitely, then definitely it will meet at one point. This is the fifth postulate. And so many mathematicians, including Euclid, what they thought that this postulate, we should not treat this one as a postulate and we have to prove this one. So they thought like that, and they thought that this is not a postulate, this should not be a postulate, and we have to prove this one. So many mathematicians have tried to prove this one, but they failed. So here, for that reason, after doing all the researches, they have found some equivalent versions of this postulate. Again, what this postulate says here, if you consider two straight lines and if one straight line falls on these two straight lines, the should be less than 180. So here clearly you can observe that if you consider these two angles, their sum is less than 180. But if you consider these two angles, their sum is not less than 180. So we are considering these two angles here. So after that, what they are saying here, if you extend these two lines and it will intersect at one point. This is the postulate 5. So here, after that, what they thought here, the mathematicians including Euclid who said this one, they thought that this should not be a postulate and they thought that for this there should be a one proof. But they have found, but they failed. For that reason, they have found the equivalent versions of the postulate 5. So here now we are going to discuss that one, which is equivalent versions of postulate 5. So here before that one, what will happen if these two lines are parallel? So here you can observe that these two lines are not parallel. So that what you are getting here, you are extending these two lines, it will intersect at one point. This is nothing but the postulate 5. And suppose if these two lines are parallel, what will happen? Here let us see here, consider two parallel lines. You know that what we call this one as a transversal. You already know this one, the transversal concept. Here, what will happen if you take this one as a straight line? Then we can say that these two lines are parallel. Based on that, we got the corresponding angles and all these things where we got because of this postulate 5. Because here, if you take these two lines like this, we got it here. If these two lines are intersecting at one point, these two lines will intersect at one point. But here, if you are taking these two lines are parallel, you will get here the corresponding angles are equal. So many things we got it here in geometry because of this postulate 5. That's why they have given so much of importance to this postulate 5. Now, state the postulate 5 here. How you can state this postulate 5? If a straight line falls on So here what is this postulate says here, if a straight line falls on two straight lines, that means here then the interior angles that is formed in between those two straight lines whose sum is less than 180 degrees. So write it here, whose sum is less than. In your textbook they have given whose sum is less than 2 right angles, so you can write it here whose sum is less than 180 degrees. Then what this postulate says here, then these two straight lines are extended infinitely and it will meet at one point. So write it here, what they are saying here, if these two straight lines are extended infinitely like this, it will meet at one point, right? So write it here, then these two straight lines extended infinitely will meet at one point. What will happen if you take these two straight? If you take this is a straight angle. What will happen? You will get here these two lines are parallel. From that you will get the corresponding angles, alternate integer angles, and all that you can have here. So this is the postulate 5. What they are saying here? If a straight line falls on two straight lines, then the interior angle that is formed in between those two straight lines is less than 180, and if you extend those two straight lines, it will intersect at one point. This is nothing but the postulate 5, and they said that this should be not an postulate, and they thought that this should be a theorem, and for that they have found so many things, but they failed in that. So for that they have invented some equivalent versions of the postulate 5 that we are going to discuss in the next session.